Alright guys, first time back in a very long time. I took a nice little break from YouTube, but we've got a pretty exciting video today. It's episode 3 of Max That Stat. Now, for those that are new to this series, basically it's not about initially doing a build that's going to be functional. It's literally all about maxing out a single stat, seeing how far we can push it with everything at our disposal. Now, I've had this in my back of my mind for quite a while that I was going to tackle Magic, but I think now is the most appropriate time with Sorc being meta. There's a lot of them running around, so it's just a good time for us to tackle. Now, technically, we are reaching the highest possible Magic on Sorc in this video. There's some other things that I might tack on at the end where we could possibly get higher Magic, but for this video, specifically, we're talking about max magic on Sorcerer. Now, this all kicked off the other day when I was linked a video from this YouTuber where he reached 89k magic. And I obviously seen parts of his build where we could obviously increase the max magic. He was going for more of a semi-functional build, more so than just a crazy stat build. So I knew we could push higher, but I didn't think we could hit 100k. And that was kind of my goal. And I mean, anyone that's seen the last episode would know I set out to hit 15-ish k weapon damage. Spoiler alert, we hit well over 20k weapon damage. So I wasn't too concerned. I thought it could be possible. So first off, let's go into our build and what we had to do on our base level build to push, and then we can discuss some of the more cheesy things that I had to do to get a mind-boggling amount of magic. Alright, let's go over the gear we use. There's going to be some information in this video that you can take forward and use in a real-life build. For an example, I've seen a lot of people running Divines on all their pieces on Sorc. This is not optimal. If you want the most magic and the most bang for your buck, you're going to want to run Infused on your large pieces. It is more magic than running Divines on all your pieces. It works out to be a couple hundred per, so it adds up pretty quickly, and across the 3 pieces, it is a noticeable difference. So we're running 5 crafty, and as stated, Infused on our large pieces, Divines on our small pieces, obviously max magic enchants on everything. And then for our helm, we are running 1000 max magic, and then another one that has the same one piece. Now, Swarm Mothers is a really good one piece for this because you're getting stam and mag. It's actually quite good. So in a proper build, you really want to try and get at least one Swarm Mother piece in here other than the other max magic sets. But there is quite a few monster sets that will give you one line of max magic. Now we are running 5 light and 1 and 1, so 1 heavy, 1 medium. This is for our 6% in the Undaunted passives. Now don't pay too much attention to this because this gets crazy later when we do some stuff. And then we are running Death Dealer's Fate. Obviously it is really good, a mythic. I can't wait to get it on live. I'm actually missing it at the moment, but hopefully it will come soon. But yes, Arcane on all of these, and then we're running 2 Ancient Grace. This is a ring and a necklace, and then we are running a shield to complete the 3 piece. Now, unfortunately, in this setup, the most magic you can possibly get, we are left with 1 slot. I filled that with Trainee, and we are also running a Sword and Shield so we can get that extra nearly 1100 magic on the enchant. Yeah, that's pretty much the gear. So let's go over what we had to do skill-wise, and then we'll get into the more crazy stuff. Alright, before we get into the skills, which you can obviously see right there, so there's not too much to talk about them, but for those that don't know, Mage Guild skills give you 2% max magic for each one slotted, and that's what's going on. So let's have a quick look at our first pass on our dummy here and see what we'll manage to pull off. Now, I was initially a little bit disappointed with this. As you can see, we're not even cracking the 90s. We're not even doing what this dude did in a video that I've already seen. But luckily, I had just been a dumbass and missed a couple of things. So I went and fixed that, and I come back for a second pass. And let's just say I was happy. We beat what I'd previously seen before, but 95k isn't 100k, and I wanted over 100k. And we get into the cheese portion of this video. And a lot of people probably aren't going to know how this was done. I've shared the screenshots, and I mean, a few people have questioned, am I cheating or am I Emperor? No, I'm not Emperor. I will at the end show you what an Emperor Sorc would look like. But for now, we're not going to be talking about that. The next little trick involves us going into a dungeon and getting a dungeon buff. So we went in here, you've got to kill these little bugs when they spawn, and then you stand on top of them. Magic and stamina, and it also just fucking cranks the crap out of your mag recovery. I have the screenshot where I had 19,000 mag recovery. So this trick may be used again in the past for max that stat when we do regen. It will be pretty interesting to see how far we can push that. First little tidbit though for you guys that don't know how hard and ward scaling works. So about every 1,000 magic is equal to about 250 shield size. So if you have 4,000 magic, that's about 1,000 on your shield. It doesn't quite work out that exactly, but it's close enough to be a good thing that you can just keep in your brain. So you know, if I add 1,000 magic, I'm going to get 250 shield size. All shield scaling works different in this game, so that only applies to hard. If I have the time, I'll throw up on the screen what the scaling for the other shields are. Alright, so the time had come to see how far we could really push this. And it was so juicy. 150,000 magic. I'll throw the tooltip for crystal frags up because it's hilarious. 33k. The funny thing is that's not even optimized. I'm missing a lot of things that we could have. I reckon we probably could have got a 38 or even a 40k frag tooltip. It's just insane. But it doesn't stop here. This was solo by myself. So what happens when someone comes with me for Warhorn? This was a little bit underwhelming because you think 150k magic, 10% from Warhorn, you know, that's going to give you a lot. But it doesn't work that way. The scaling on the 10% is on a lot lower number. It would be on our base magic number. So we only hit 158,000 magic. And it just blows my mind that we're able to reach this. I know that it's cheese and all of that, but that's not the point of this video. The point of the video is just to see how far we can push this stuff, and it's just fun to look at. Alright, so real quickly with Emperor, these are the stats that you would have if you were to mid-max your build and get Emperor. I mean, 130 something magic is still freaking insane. Realistically, you could have a functioning Emp build with like 120k magic without, you know, giving up anything really. You're just going to lose a couple percentage by dropping some Mage Guild skills off your bar. So Emperor at the moment is going to be pretty insane. So leave a like if you think I should go for Emp on Sorc and just see how ridiculous it actually is. But let me know in the comments, were you surprised about how high I could hit? Because I was. I did not expect this. I mean, without that little trick, we would have only hit 95. But hey, we found a trick. So that's all that matters. Let me know also if you want to see spell damage, max stam. What do you want to see next in episode 4 of Max That Stat? We will see. We'll see. I'll pick the most interesting one in the comment section. Anyway, boys and girls, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.